It's the Texas weather discussion video. This is for Monday, the 13th of August. I'm Donovan Neal. We'll deal with a round of scattered showers and thunderstorms this morning. We'll be in a dry slot this afternoon, and then we deal with another round of showers and thunderstorms by this late afternoon, and then we'll deal with another round by tomorrow during the morning hours, and then we dry out during the latter half this week. So here's the upper air look across the continental United States this morning. We have an upper trough that's located in the northeastern parts of the United States that's been producing flash flooding there for parts of the northeastern United States. But down here where we're at, we continue to have that stalled upper level storm system, and that's basically been generating showers and thunderstorms, beneficial showers and thunderstorms and rains over Texas for the past few days now. This was the radar early this morning. You can see that the heaviest of shower and thunderstorm activity remains really to the along and to the west of I-35 and to the east of I-35 near McKinney, just to the north of McKinney, and the greater Fort Worth metro, and just to the north of Weatherford. Those storms have basically been moving northeast at 25 miles an hour, so we really don't have to worry too much about flash flooding unless there's some water and some standing water in low-lying areas. Take a look across the watch warning map. We have flash flood watches in effect for parts of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and extreme southern New York State. But down here in North Texas, we remain quiet. On the convective outlooks, we have a marginal risk for severe storms for the Carolina coast, as well as some parts of Virginia. And we have another marginal risk in effect for parts of southern and central Arizona. And on day 2, we have another marginal risk for severe storms in effect for parts of eastern Wyoming and some of the adjacent states. And on pretty much the same thing on day 3. Notice how in North Texas we remain solidly in the green for the next 3 days, which means we'll see a risk of scattered showers and thunderstorms, but no organized severe weather is expected. This is the average rainfall for the next 7 days, valid through Monday morning of next week. Heavier totals basically remain really in eastern Oklahoma and some of the surrounding areas. Down here in North Texas, some parts of North Texas could still pick up an inch of rain, maybe even much more over the next 7 days. But that is a very sharp gradient between the DFW metro and points to the north. Our southern counties pretty much remain dry after tomorrow. Out in the tropics, we have one wave that's basically out in the open Atlantic that only has a 10% chance of developing during the next 2 to 5 days. More than likely, this system won't develop as this basically slowly moves south. The rest of the Atlantic basin remains quiet. Keep in mind that the peak of hurricane season arrives mid-September. So let's go on to the model output. This is the 06Z run of the GFS. This is valid this afternoon at 1 o'clock at 500 millibars, around 18 to 20,000 feet off the ground. We still have that stalled surface low that's basically been there for days over parts of the Texas-Oklahoma panhandles. Down here, we still could see some scattered showers and thunderstorm activity during the afternoon and evening hours today, with highs in the mid-80s. And I've not set that since April. Let's take a look at the HRRR model, valid this afternoon at 3 o'clock. You can see we'll have some scattered showers and thunderstorms activity, and these storms remain in a cluster. We could see some gusty winds, heavy rain, and some lightning, maybe a little bit on the low, very very low end severe side. But I do want to point out there's no severe weather expected today, but we still could see some very heavy rainfall. Precipitable water values show that we're in a very very moist air mass with over 2.5 inches in terms of precipitable water values. So we'll expect any storm that develops will produce some very heavy rains this afternoon. Tuesday, we start to dry out by Tuesday afternoon, but cluster of showers and thunderstorms is possible during the morning hours on Tuesday. So some parts of the DFW metro will be dry, and some parts will be wet. I'd say the best chance of one spot getting wet on Tuesday. Tomorrow will be in the 20 to 30% range. Highs will be in the low 90s. And Wednesday, we start to dry out. Wednesday should be mostly dry with a mix of sun and clouds. Highs should be in the low to mid 90s. Thursday, more sun than clouds. Highs in the mid to upper 70s. And here's Friday. Friday, we have a surface. Looks like we have a surface front that's basically developed for parts of the deep south. I do think a good chunk of North Texas will stay dry, if not all. Highs will be in the mid 90s on Friday. And here's Saturday as the weekend begins. Saturday, we continue to stay dry with rain just to the east of us. Highs will be in the low 90s, and pretty much the same deal on Sunday. Here's a week from today, Monday the 20th of August. You can see we have trough just to the north of us. Heights are about where they should be for us, and down here we still stay dry. Again, we still stay dry. More sun than clouds. Highs will be in the low 90s. And here's the end of the 10-day forecast period. This is Wednesday the 22nd. Heights are about where they should be for us, and down here we still stay dry. But here are the numbers for the next 15 days coming off the European ensemble, and I really do think that the European ensemble is underdoing these highs for the next 15 days. So let's go to the GFS ensemble, and I think it's a more accurate representation of what might happen for pretty much the rest of August. We pretty much stay in the mid to upper 80s for today and tomorrow with that stalled surface low, and then we go back to a regular mid-August to late August pattern by Wednesday, by the latter half of the week, with highs in the low to mid 90s, and then we start to cool as we get closer to September. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today. I'll run it in the blog. Next video here should be posted at around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you can't catch your local TV stations on the air this afternoon at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and Godspeed.